This video was made possible by Birdwatching YouTube channel, who provided all the Carolina Wren footage you are about to see. This little rascal not only has a big personality, but also a very big voice. Its small size, weighing less than an ounce, seems to not match with the loud calls this small Passeron can produce. Due to its nature of exploring areas with cover, usually near the ground, you are probably more likely to hear the bird than to see it. Sometimes referred to as mocking wrens due to their ability to sound similar to kingfishers and other birds, these characters can make many different calls that include rasping, pip notes, chattering, and rising and falling cheers. Nestlings make high-pitched Seee calls, typically when their parents arrive at the nest. Later on, around 14 days after hatching, this changes to Pi-zeet, which is used to help keep the fledglings together and let their parents know of their location. As an adult, they continue to use Pi-zeets, but at this stage, the purpose changes to an appeasement call. Pip calls sound like this. They seem to be used during mobbing of predators or when there is a threat from other wrens close to their territory, and also when their nest is disturbed. When a female uses this pip call, it normally comes as couplets or triplets, like a rattling, and is produced during times of high agitation. Cheer calls are made only by males. This one seems to be used for mobbing, but also sometimes encounters singing with other males when he does not have the song type he hears in the repertoire. Cheers and pips I mentioned a moment ago may also be used just before the birds roost for the night. Scolding calls sound raspy. These are used as an alarm and can be slower paced or very rapid. It all depends on the level of threat posed. Chatter is made only by females. It's a buzzy, rapid sound. It's used to threaten other females, basically a message saying, "Stay out of here," or "He's already taken." She will produce this call as a signal to an aggressive male too, letting him know that she is a female, not a male, which translates to, "I'm no threat, so please don't attack me." When it comes to singing, females of this species don't sing. Only the males do, with their mighty loud voices carrying a rather impressive distance for a little guy. It's that familiar rolling song heard during spring in forested areas as well as wooded backyards throughout the eastern part of the United States. The common mnemonic for it goes like this: tea kettle, tea kettle, tea kettle. Pretty appropriate for a bird often described as having the shape of a teapot. The song lasts just 2 seconds, with it described as three-parted, as in a repeated tea kettle. There are many variations of song though, with different mnemonics that describe them as sounding like Germany, 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 cherry, 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 liberty, 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 tweedle, 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 and there are many, many others. These guys really love to sing and will break out into song anywhere it deems fit, like at a feeder. Why not? Just to give you an idea how much they sing, One captive male was noted as singing nearly 3,000 times in just one day. It's not uncommon for neighboring males to get into singing duels. During these counter-singing exchanges, you might hear a female join in. It's not a song, but the call she's really good at, the chatter I mentioned a few moments ago. When the female uses her chatter call while her mate is singing his song, it's considered a duet, and sounds like this. You might be tempted to say, see, female Carolina Wrens do sing. But in the world of birds, particularly songbirds, the chatter call does not meet the requirements since true songs are learned, and she didn't learn the chatter, it was with her straight out of the egg. Furthermore, the structure of the brain that controls singing and learning, the forebrain, is much different in males, with there being a potential for a huge number of nerve cells which gives them all the space they need in order to learn and remember their huge repertoire of songs. Females just don't have this capacity. But whatever, she can't help it she wasn't gifted with the brain space to learn songs, and it doesn't stop her from being a part of it anyway. I say, go girl, you make the best of it. Who says you can't sing anyway? Thanks to their ability to learn so many songs, male Carolina Wrens are some of the most impressive songbirds. Individuals have very large song repertoires ranging anywhere from 17 to 55 song types. On average, there are 32 songs per male, with their loud and clear twittering being made up of a series of many rapid whistled notes, which are repeated a few times. During a singing session, a male will typically stick with one version of the song, singing it about 15 times before changing to another one of its variations. Before he switches to another version, there is usually a short pause. Birds without a mate, though, may sing one variation of a song as many as 200 times before changing to another version. An interesting thing is that in an area that has a group of neighboring males, 66% of their songs are common with each other. This goes back to the fact that true songs are learned. A young male Carolina Wren relies on older birds to learn songs from, copying what they've got, resulting in nearly identical repertoires. This helps the neighboring males recognize one another, and also pick out any strangers, which are typically responded to more strongly by territorial males. A male Carolina Wren has to make his message loud and clear, since there are always new young birds eagerly searching for a good territory containing all that they need. Places to nest, food, vegetation, and cover, all that stuff. So make no wonder they sing a lot. It all serves as a very important purpose in the world of wrens. Throughout the year, the focus of singing changes from fending off other males to impressing females or finding a mate. All the calls you hear wrens making, whether songs or not, all serve as important messages to one another. It's quite remarkable that a small bird like this contains so many songs in its cute little noggin. But however impressive, does it hold up to the vocal abilities of this amazing songbird, the Hermit Thrush? Learn all about their otherworldly song in this video. Thank you Birds Walking Down for the wonderful Carolina Wren clips. And thank you all for watching. Happy birding! June is the month for hearing this angelic tune. One of the most common songbirds living in a wide range of habitats, such as